Welcome back to the AI Shift with Scott. I'm Scott. Yesterday I showed you the project that made me a believer in AI, and I told you that I'd show you how I think, not what I click. So today, no technical steps at all, just the mindset that took me from one small fix to building the whole thing. Take this in. Nobody starts by building the whole thing, and you shouldn't try to. When people freeze up about AI, it's usually because they picture some massive, all-at-once transformation. That's not how it works, and it's not how I did it. You start with one small, annoying thing. I didn't set out to build a whole project with AI. I had a problem, a specific task that wasn't going well. I had a process that I'd followed for years with one bottleneck in it. The slow, repetitive part that gummed up everything. That's where it started, that one thing. The lesson for you is don't look for where AI could do everything. Look for where AI could do one thing that costs you the most time. It creates the most friction. Fix the pinch point, not the entire thing. So how do you spot that bottleneck of your own, like I found mine? It's the task you dread, delay, or the one that blocks the other work. The example for me, on a small technical note, was the process I was using wouldn't download enough of the data in one pass to make it easy for me to work with it afterwards. I had to find a way to fix that. And I did. And that's where I kept going after I realized I could fix that one problem, which had been annoying me for years. The real shift wasn't technical. It was a mental shift. Once that first bottleneck had been cleared, the question in my head changed from, can this even work? Can I trust it? To what else can I do? That's the whole game, right there. Success didn't solve a problem. It rewires what you think is possible. You stop thinking about will it work and start thinking about how far can I take this? Here is the core of how do I think about this. It's a conversation, not a command. Okay, I know that sounds a little bit strange, but that's how these models work. These are language learning models, as you might have heard that phrase before, but they think in words. And when we give them a sequence of words that they can go research on, the magic begins. You ask a lot of questions. And here's the one thing that people often miss, especially when they're starting out. You ask AI to ask you questions, to pull out of you what it needs to go do the job right. You don't need the perfect prompt. Those days are over. What you need is a back and forth, a dialogue. Over time, as you get comfortable with the responses, you start thinking differently about what you can even be asking about. The skill isn't prompting. It's staying in that dialogue and bringing your own expertise and judgment to what comes back from the response. Some of us were doing this stuff years ago, and thank goodness for that. We're standing on their shoulders, and the tools have gotten dramatically more capable and even more effortless since then. And even as much as I do now, I have barely scratched the surface. So this isn't about mastery. It's about starting. Tell me from your work, from your life, what is one task that you dread that you think AI might be able to help you with? And pop that into the comments below. Maybe you can start chipping away at it. Tomorrow, I want to tell you about something different. Not a work problem I had to solve, but an experiment that I ran to just learn. A low-stakes side project that wasn't about the outcome at all. And it changed, really changed, finally, completely, how I think about what's possible. I'll be here tomorrow. I hope you will be too.